Michael was driving home in his beat-up Chevy Cobalt, a car that had seen better days. His mind, however, was already behind the wheel of a brand-new Toyota RAV4. He'd been squirreled away every spare cent for 5 years. The dream was finally within reach. But the moment he stepped into the house, he saw the tears in his wife's eyes. "Mike, it's my mom. She's in the hospital." "Bad," Sarah said, collapsing into his arms. It turned out her mother had lived with only one functioning kidney since birth, and now it had completely failed. Michael had never been particularly close to his mother-in-law. She was prickly, hard to please, and always had a comment about something, but seeing her hooked up to a tangle of tubes and monitors made his chest tighten. The specialist was blunt. Her only real shot was a private transplant procedure and specialized post-op care. The cost? It was almost to the penny what he had, sitting in his high-yield savings account for the car. "Let's do it," Michael said without a second thought. Selling his dream was nothing compared to saving a life. The surgery was a success. While her mother began the long road to recovery, Michael found himself in the humbling position of asking his own parents for a small bridge loan to cover the bills. His father handed him an envelope and looked him in the eye. "You did the right thing, son. I've never been prouder of you." A few weeks later, his mother-in-law moved in with them. Michael braced himself for the chaos. He expected the criticism and the extra chores, but instead, the house became a sanctuary. Everything was organized, and the smell of her home, cooking recipes that tasted like his own, grandmother's kitchen filled the rooms every evening. One afternoon, as he helped her out of the car after a checkup, she looked at him with a softness he'd never seen. She pulled him into a hug and whispered, "Thank you, Michael, for everything." In that moment, he didn't see the difficult mother-in-law. He just saw a vulnerable woman who was grateful to be alive. 3 months passed. Michael was rattling home from work in that old Cobalt. A shiny, midnight blue RAV4 pulled up next to him at a red light, and he let out a long, heavy sigh. His dream was going to have to wait a few more years. When he walked inside, Sarah and their daughter were waiting, and a bowl of hot soup was on the table. His mother-in-law sat across from him, calm and composed. "Michael," she said quietly, "I sold my property upstate. It's more than enough for that Toyota you wanted." He froze, his spoon halfway to his mouth. He realized then that sometimes, when you're willing to let go of a dream for the right reasons, life has a funny way of handing it back to you.